Welcome to Scotty G's. What are we working on today? Boom. Hi friends and family. Today we are going to be working on our Ski-Doo Turbo. Just want to do a disclaimer right off the bat. I've been sick for about 2 weeks, so just trying to get over that. So pretty hoarse voice, might hear some coughing. I'm going to try my best to get through this, but let me show you what we're going to do. Today we have a gear down kit from iBackshift. He uses the Venom products. This is a 19 tooth for the Ski-Doo Gen5. It has to have the upgraded Hivo chain, which mine does. So this should be absolutely stellar. Ski-Doo naturally comes with the 21 top tooth on these sleds. I don't need a lot of high-end speed for what the type of riding I do, so I went down to a 19 tooth. So it really should perform super well with the new clutch weights and a bunch of different things that I've done to the sled this year. I think this thing is going to be an absolute monster once we've been getting snow, which we have been. So hopefully I can get this in. I have one last part after this to get it in, and then we should be rocking and rolling. Should be good to go. So for being able to pull any of this off, you're gonna need a few things. I got some snips for zip ties. I got this really cool from my buddy Chris. Basically it's just a screwdriver that extends for 1/4 inch. So it's kind of a cool deal that I'll be using. Your 1/4 inch ratchet, your 3/8 ratchet, extensions on both. You got an 8 mil, a 10 mil. I have a swivel head so I can gain access to certain things. This is a T40, and then this guy is a 3/16 Allen head. I like using the Allen heads on a ratchet. They're a little bit easier to use. And then I have my driver. So first things first, you're gonna go ahead and just pull the oil out of it. The drain plug's on the bottom, and we'll get that draining, and then should be the shot, and take things off. So on this side, all we're gonna be looking at is our entire chain assembly. So we do have to remove the shot. We got to remove some of the other pieces. I may even have to take out my muffler, but it should be fairly easy. I think all the access holes should be quite simple. I did go ahead and change the oil in it before buying the gear down kit, so I am gonna pull the plug, get new oil in it, even after, just to make sure everything is nice and clean and set up. So I'll show you what we have to do from here. I'm really hoping you can hear me. I got my little bullet heater going, so it's quite cold in the shop. One thing I forgot to tell you is that you do need to loosen up your chain with your little tool. So I'll get this loosened up. I got most of the bolts out. As soon as that's done, I can pop the whole thing off and show you on the insides. All right, so everything is off. All the bolts are out. I've checked everything to make sure. There is one wire right here, but it's connected to the actual housing itself. And everything kind of seems like it's good to go. I'm not sure if I have to take that guy out, which I'm probably assuming I do. So I'll zip this out real quick, and then everything should just be able to be pulled immediately out. So actually, you know what? I do think we're ready to pull it off, actually. Feels like it, so I'll mess around with it. Looks like there's some pretty good play in it, so I should just be able to eventually just get it loose and get it out. So I'll show you the end result. All right, she's out. So there is a bolt right here that was holding me up. So once you're able to get that off, this whole thing just basically comes right off. Super easy to do. Like I said, showed you the slack in my chain. Should not be good. Should not be too bad. I'm gonna loosen it up some more so that I can get the actual top out. And let's see if I can zoom in here and show you. Right there, 21 tooth. So again, this is going to be going to 19, and yeah, it's gonna be a torque monster. It's gonna come off the bottom really nice and hard, which I'm super excited about. So this is a 15. So all you do is put your brake on. Go ahead and you can crank it open real quick, and then you just loosen this enough, slide the whole thing out, put the new one in, and go from there. Really, really easy to do gear changes on these. I really wanted to show you the size difference of these two. That is crazy. So you got the standard 21 tooth here, and this is the 19 here. So that's quite a bit bigger, or sorry, the stock is quite a bit bigger. The new one is quite a bit smaller. That is, I didn't realize that was going to be such a difference. Wow. Okay, sweet. Well, that's going to be awesome. All it's really doing is it's like if you're going to be changing your gears in your vehicle, especially for off-roaders, you know, more than not, you're going to be re-gearing it front and rear on a differential. Say you go from a 388 to a 410 gear set. That means there's more revolutions for it to be able to create more torque. You lose a little bit top end, but you get back to it. And you can also compensate for some of the other things like big tires and power adder stuff and whatnot. So all this is going to do is this is going to allow more revolutions for the for this gear compared to the big one down there. So I think the conversion at the very end, it's pretty small, but top end speed, instead of getting like 69 miles an hour, 8,000 RPM, I would be getting 63. So you're gonna notice it quite a bit more on the bottom end, for, you know, in the trees and being able to do it. All right, and this is honestly how easy it's gonna be. Just basically line it up, get it centered onto the shaft, maybe not. Aha, there should be. So I'm gonna go ahead and run the slack out. I'm gonna go ahead and put the bolt back in and get ready to rock and roll. So should be really good. And I'll be able to get the adjustment back into it. It does look like it's going to be a lot more adjusted out just because of the size difference, but yeah, it'll be good. You know, after getting everything kind of put together, and this thing is super easy to deal with, without a doubt. Oh, come on, camera. Work with me here. All the bolts are back in, got it all nice and tightened down. Really, the only last thing I need to do is just make sure that my sensor for my exhaust gets rerouted, and then you stupid thing. Stand by. Holy cow. Jeez. Whew. What happened there? And then I just got to put my shop back on. So this was a really easy swap out. And then I just got to put oil in it. And the stuff that came out of it's not terrible, but I'm going to put some new stuff in. So yeah, this was awesome. I'm really excited to see what it actually does on the snow now. So hopefully another week and we should be out there. All right, so the gear is in. I just went and took it for a quick test drive, and we didn't have much snow, so I can't really feel it. It felt like it was just spinning on the ground instead of actually grabbing and going, but I have a feeling it's gonna be absolutely phenomenal. So the whole thing, maybe an hour and a half. It really was not that bad. I have to search for all the tools and find my oil to put back in the chain case and all that good stuff. So, oh my God, I sound horrible. Anyway, I'm gonna go get some meds, but thank you for watching the video. These are really easy. I'm not some super mechanic, so I'm just trying to show you guys what I can do and what you can do. Stay frosty.
I love you.